Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the top 10 PPC news of the last 2 weeks from the 20th of August to the 3rd of September today. Let's move to the last in order of in this news parade, the number 10. Which is it's a survey by Microsoft merged with search data about the shopping season, and they highlighted some new trends we will probably see in 2021. So it's an interesting survey. Give a look to it. Number 9. Facebook has started this long path, very long path, judging from the first steps for the simplification in conversion API. They rolled out server-side integration for Google Tag Manager. It's a first step for being perfect, but something that may be useful in a near future. Let's move to the number 8. I've received an email, a newsletter, in which Microsoft announces that Audience Network is or will be soon available in 18 new countries, among which a lot of European countries, Central and South America, Italy included, Spain, Belgium, Holland, and so. That's a very good news for people who wants to, for advertisers who wants to try this new channel, and I'm happy they finally reach almost all Europe. Let's move to the number 7. Paid Search Association, which is an association which aims to develop our industry, is to support, of course, the developing of our industry. Is now the membership is now free. Here you will find a lot of resources, both in information and training resources. All the quota of the PPC is in this association. Besides me, there are a lot of big names, a lot of very good professionals I know for personally and for their reputation. So give a look to it because it deserves it. Number 6. A post by Ann Sonnenberg on how to use non-prioritized event for optimizing Facebook ads. I think it's a very nice post with a lot of step-by-step processes. So it's nice to understand also the logic and the tracking pixel in Facebook. So I leave it to you, but I will give a look to it especially if I'm not having a lot of conversion of real primary conversions. So let's move to the news number 5. Actually, there are two pieces of news. Two posts by both by AJ Wilcox. The first one, in order of appearance, is one in which he enlightens the powerful of sorry, the first one is this one, is a post in which he explains how to use, how you can use effectively customer lists in LinkedIn, also extracting companies and using company lists to target your audiences. And the second post, the most recent one, is the opposite. He explains how to exclude audiences that may harm your visibility, your ads. So a very interesting couple of posts as usual for AJ. News number 4. This is by Frederick Wallace, and who is explaining how to set correctly the new conversion value rules available in Google Ads. In synthesis, he's saying you haven't to replicate the machine learning algorithm for optimization of conversion. You have to say something new to Google, something that Google cannot know. For instance, if you have conversion with a higher margin in a certain part of your country, of course, this is something Google cannot know, and this is the case in which these rules came in play. Not to modify something that Google automation is doing pretty well actually at the moment. So that's the summary of the post, but I leave it to you. Now the podium, number 3. The third most important PPC news in these 2 weeks, in my opinion, is a post by 3Q, Sean Grenold. And he is explaining how they are using responsive search ads. You probably know that expanded text ads will be retired by Google in June 2022. And so he is explaining how 3Q is using responsive search ads, and this is something interesting because they are using it. They're using all the 3 slots you can have with the responsive search ads in every group, addressing a specific, not specific, but an area of a macro topic, a macro point of view, visual in your promotion. So 3 different approaches with the responsive search ads, and that's a nice point. I think you should have a look to this post. Let's move to number 2. Silver medal for these 2 weeks. This is the a post by Christine Zittner from Cyprus North. She was, as I was, a user of Broadmatch, but when Google killed it, activating your ads for everything resembling even only resembling the keywords you were putting in your group, she abandoned it, as I did. But now they are doing some tests, and I can say from my experience too that Broadmatch is back in performances in Google. Google machine learning is way far better than 2 years ago in matching the broad match search terms. So she's explaining also why in some cases it could be better than phrase and exact match. So have a look to this post. The news number 1 for these 2 weeks is actually is a tweet by originally by Barry Schwartz, who was asking to Genie Marvin to confirm that search term reports are back to have a higher number of queries shown, and she confirmed that Google team is working on that to lift the privacy issues that led them to limit this report. We'll see, but this is a very good news in my opinion. Independently why they closed it and why now they reopened. They are going to reopen it. So this is the last post for this edition of the PPC World News. May the force be with you, and ciao.